Yes, I have already reviewed this. Yes, it's already been out for a while. Yes, it is very good, and I'm making this video to prove a point. This is the Omni Terminator from Rolalo. And throughout this video, I'm going to give you some hints to the point I'm trying to prove. Some of you might have an idea, but if you're not sure the point I'm trying to prove, I will explain later on in the video. But there will be some hints throughout. So this is a mini 1/10 scale. Mini 1/10 scale. This is the roller. It does come ready to run. There's two different types. You get a carbon version or you get a metal version. The rollers are the carbon version. So you get a carbon brace across there. You get some carbon inserts on the arms. I believe you also get different diffs as well. They're stronger diffs. And I can't remember what I paid for it, but I'm going to put it on the screen now. This, if you've got your own electronics, is really, really good value for money. It's an absolute beast of a truck. Even though it's a roller, it still comes with loads of stuff. You've got a wheelie bar, you've got like your motor mount and stuff. You've got trim for the body, you've got some other bits of hardware in there. Got some foam and some bits to configure your batteries different. Velcro straps, cable ties or zip ties. Two pinions, one will be the stock, one will be the high speed. You get some spare diff gaskets in there. Wheel nuts, wheel wrench, Allen keys.
Hi Barbie.
Oh, hi Alan.
Stickers for the body, stickers from Rolalo, some stuff on all the hop-ups, and a big instruction manual, and a flag. Very nice. So they call it a mini 1/10 scale because put it next to an actual 1/10 scale, and you can see it's a fair bit smaller. And that's not a big 1/10 scale either, so it's actually more 1/12 scale. But I think the reason they call it a mini 1/10 scale is because a lot of the components in here are 1/10 scale, which is the same as the Traxxas Minimax. Although the Minimax is a little bit smaller, although it's not a huge difference. Traxxas never really talk about scale anyway, but this is a mini 1/10 scale, and I think the reasoning is because it has 1/10 scale components. And if you want to see a little bit more about the Omni Terminator, I have done a video and I will leave it at the end of this one. Basically, this thing is a tank. So if you're not purposely trying to break stuff, it's probably one of the best out there in its price point. And another thing that's impressive about this with its price point is it's got a center diff. The center diff just helps power delivery between the front and the rear, often a little bit easier to control, and it can add some protection to the drivetrain if you've got that in there. But I don't want a center diff. I've bought a fixed spool for it. Oh, I just noticed I've got a rusty screw. Bit random, that is the only one on there. Fixed spool, so it's going to be direct drive. No center diff, no slipper clutch. We're getting full power straight away. So spooling, and now we need to discuss power. This is a 3,500 kV brushless motor from Traxxas called the Valenian, and this is the ESC that goes with it. A nice powerful setup, which hopefully will give us speed-wise about 50 mile an hour, which is going to be plenty for some backflips and some big jumps. Something not so great about this is it uses a non-standard or like a smaller size servo, so although it's got 1/10 components, this servo is pretty small. Forget a standard size servo, you'll see, look, trying to get, even if you try to get a standard one in there, it's just a little bit big. So that will just slot in there. The only issue we're going to have is once the motor's in as well, I need to take that end cap off. I'll squeeze it all in somehow, but I need to sort something out because I need to use that motor and ESC. Yesterday when I was getting all the stuff ready to do this video this week, a parcel arrived. I promise you that this isn't scripted, but this parcel arrived yesterday, and it's not something I've ordered, it's something that a subscriber sent, and it's been timed to absolute perfection. So this is from, I think it's pronounced Matche, long-term follower of the channel. My YouTube channel name's One Punch Matt, and I'm sure you might not remember, we had a few exchanges. And then there's loads of stuff in here about what he sent. Said that he doesn't see me using a stand very much, so he sent me one. This is actually really well made. Little bits in the bottom there for keeping stuff. I do have stands, but quite often they end up with like half-finished stuff sat on them. That's why I prefer to just use tyres and stuff. Anyway, also in here, nice little ramp. These prints are really good quality. Also some GPS protectors. But in here, let me read this. I saw that you have a Rolalo Omni Terminator roller for a project, and I designed a bunch of upgrade parts for it. I've also included them. Centre brace ESC mount, rear arm mud guards, wheelie bar conversion, receiver box full size, low profile servo mount, lets you put a much bigger motor in, rear chassis bash plate, centre diff cover. So we've got some rear mud guards, they go on there, they're going to go nice. Little rear skid, that's going on. But what I'm interested in, where is it? So a couple of low profile servo mounts to fit full size servos. I don't have any low profile ones spare. But there is a normal small one in there, which means I can get rid of this huge receiver box that's on it. I'm not going to be running it through water anyway, so it don't need to be waterproof, so I'll just stick the receiver on top. But it means I can get rid of this. Mache, thank you very much. Talk about perfect timing. And there it is. All done. Still can't believe the timing of that parcel. It's been so helpful. ESC mount is awesome. It clamps on and goes into the ridges on the centre brace rather than just, I think for the Rolalo one, you just have to cable tie it. So that clamps on, awesome. Servo mount down there. I was going to stick the receiver on the top, but receiver box fits on there nice and neat as well. No clearance issues. Unfortunately, I couldn't use these mud guards. Carbon version has like carbon plates in there and they're bolted on underneath like that. I think to fit these ones, you've got to screw it through from the other side. But that's fine. And then the best bit, it's all quite open in there, and although I don't think I had any issues with mine, you can get stones and dirt in there. So now it's all covered. You've got a cover on that side, a cover on that side. Just under there, there's a little bit that's like a friction fit in the gap under there, and there's this little bit, but I wasn't sure where that went. That is going to protect it from any dirt or gravel. So all that's left to do is I just need to get the straps in there to put the battery in. I've changed all the configuration around so we can get a nice decent sized battery in there. That's a 5000 milliamp hour 3S. And now I'm going to paint the body and, well, hopefully we're going to go and have some fun. I've just realised this is going to be a pain. So they've peeled this off to put the body pin in. I put a little bit of lube on there to remove it, but they peeled that off to do that. But now, when you try and paint it, this isn't going to stretch over. You're going to get overspray all round on the body. Same on the back. That's not ideal. I'm going to have to spend some time masking up all the edges. Whoa. Right, this thing is fast. It keeps cutting out. I don't know if it's the receiver. I don't know, maybe it's just been a bit sketchy then. I might switch it off and then on again. Whoa! Oh! Oops. That's time I've ever hit my car. Yeah, I know, probably deserves it. The target speed, 50 mile an hour. Whoa, it's fruity. Actually, target speed, I think, is 48. To keep this point I'm proving, 48. I think it's going to be hard to keep the front down. Oh, there we go. Whoa, there you go. GPS, see ya. It's about 1 degree at the moment, and the problem when the temperature's so low is this sticky stuff doesn't work. Which actually, I should have used one of them holders, shouldn't I? Better reset the GPS because it did take a bit of a tumble. What was that? 52. Well, there you go. It may even be worth putting a smaller gear on because that was the big gear. I might do that, you know. Full throttle. Whoa! That is fast. Oh, we got full though, so that's good. So fast. Gently in. Full. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So much power. That was a slow roll. What was that? 55, I reckon. 60 mile an hour. Wow, so fast. I think I'm going to swap that gear out. So then, here we go. I couldn't use the lower gear, not the one that comes with it anyway, because the spool that I bought, I think it's slightly smaller than the centre diff. I couldn't mesh it up properly, so. I've got a 25 tooth in there though. I can't remember what the high speed pinion is. I think it's like 27 or something. I don't know, but anyway, here we are. This thing's still going to be doing over 50 mile an hour. It's an absolute ripper. Sun's come out. It wasn't meant to come out today. We've been blessed. I'm not confident on that mesh. That was the smallest pinion I could get on there and mesh it up, but I don't know whether it's coming away. I might need to just try and force it a bit closer. Sounds a bit geary to me. Nah, can't get it any tighter. We'll just have to see how it goes, and we might have to revert back to the stock one. This thing has so much control in the air, so much control. You can just glide it in. I love these little things. Oh, they're so good. Hooks, wow. Oh yeah, pinions come loose. I knew it would not mesh very well. Should have brought the other one with me. Let's see what we can do. I think it's a bust. We need to go and change the pinion. We're as far forward as it'll go, and it's just not tight enough. It's just stripped the leading edge off the pinion. It's just enough to, it's gonna destroy it. So let's go and change the pinion and we'll come back. We're back. We are faster. It's a little bit wetter today as well. Weather's definitely changed from the other day. Way too many gears for this track, but we should be able to send it. I just got to be a little bit more wary of the throttle, because if I go flat out on this ramp, it backflips so easy. If I go flat out on that ramp, I'm probably not going to be in control of it. Don't think you need 60 mile an hour in a little thing like this at a dirt. Well, you don't actually need 60 mile an hour any time in this thing, but it is what it is. After this video, I will 100% be putting the centre diff back in it and sensibly gearing it. Oh, that was a terrible landing. That's what too much throttle does. Nice. Probably using half throttle. It flips like so easy, look, flip. Oh, what a landing. This thing is a monster. Oh. Oh, no. I think we're good. I think we're good. Oh no, oh no, no, that broke something. Oh man. No. Yeah, look at my body, smashed. Oh, I think it's taken the drive shaft out as it's pulled that out. It looks like it's just pulled it out though. Yep. Ugh. I've got a spare CVD and that doesn't look like it's broke, so we'll get it fixed and we'll get it to skate park. Right then, it's what we've been waiting for, the skate park. Not just a concrete skate park, but it's got metal ramps as well. You'll notice it's a different body. I'm a bit disappointed with the one that comes with the roller. This thing had some serious abuse when I reviewed it, and the body's fine, so, don't know. Yeah, anyway, nothing broke, apart from obviously the CVD, which I've just replaced. Easy fix. And the arm, it just popped out. slight bend on the hinge pin, and it just popped out. So this is where you need a centre diff really. I'm struggling to get traction. Keeps kicking out. This thing's got way too much power. A centre diff just delivers the power much nicer. It doesn't keep spinning out, especially when it's slippery. I'm having signal issues. Keeps jamming the brakes on. I wonder if the aerial's touching onto the carbon in there, because that can cause an issue. I'm so scared to use all the throttle on it. With this gearing, it needs gearing way down. I only brought one pack with me because it's a 5,000 milliamp hour, so should do a good bit of run time. Uh-oh, I just heard something. Did I run it? Oh no. Oh, I've broken another CVD. Have they changed these? I am sure I didn't break a CVD on my last one. That's 2 now. I'm gonna drive it 3-wheel drive. I'm just gonna send it. Pretty sure I got in that tree the last time I was here. That went up. Oh, that was big. I couldn't control it when it was up there. Now we pop the arm out again. Fuck. That was a nosedive. Oh, yeah. Okay. The point I was trying to prove was that you can put a high-powered system in an RC car without a slipper clutch, without a centre diff. And if it's built well, it'll hold up. And, well, it's not gone to plan. We have 2 broken CVDs. I think actually, was it the other side, the first one? Was the first one that side? I think it might have been. And then this side's gone as well. I've just re-watched my review video when the Omni Terminator first came out, and I didn't have any issues with breaking CVDs. Not a single issue, and I did actually take it to the same dirt track where we've been in this video. The video I did with the squeaking dog toys was also using the Omni Terminator, and again, no CVD issues. There's 2 things that could have caused these to break. The first one is it's just a bad batch from Rolalo. Now the last video was in the summer, this video is in the winter, and it's like single figures. I think it's like 3 degrees C today. I don't think that has a massive effect on metal. I know it does on plastics, but I don't think it does on metal. Not at that temperature. If it was like -15 or something maybe, but not at like 2 or 3 degrees. So it could be that, or it could be if you put a high power system in an RC car like this, it needs a centre diff or a slipper clutch, something to protect the drivetrain. But anyway, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching. What have I proven? Maybe that sometimes I'm not right.